Okay, so we're diving into Cassandra's Tears with this new issue.
All right.
And this one looks like it jumps right into the action.
Yeah.
Space battles, right? But I'm guessing there's more to it than just lasers and explosions.
Oh, yeah. It starts with a bang, literally.
Okay.
We're talking about a desperate fight for survival as Cal Mason, our protagonist, is in the thick of it.
Mm-hmm.
A Vanduul raid on the planet Yar.
Okay.
Think high-stakes dogfights, advanced weaponry, you name it.
Wow.
It's a glimpse into a future where humanity isn't exactly ruling the galaxy.
So the Vanduul, they're the big bad in this universe.
That's right. They're this relentless alien race known for their brutal raids and incredibly advanced tech.
Okay.
And they're a constant threat to humanity in Cassandra's Tears. This battle gives us a taste of that tension.
So we're thrown into this pivotal battle.
Mm-hmm.
What are some of the key moments that we need to know about to really grasp what's at stake here?
Well, we've got Cal and his fighter going head-to-head with a particularly fierce Vanduul pilot, Black Talon.
Okay.
But it's not just about their individual skill. This duel unfolds while Cal's grandfather, the Admiral, commands the Gemini, a massive ship, trying to protect the planet from the Vanduul assault.
I was going to say, because the Admiral pulls off this incredible maneuver, the gravity slingshot maneuver.
Yeah.
That to me just felt like something straight out of a sci-fi blockbuster.
It was a brilliant tactical move.
Yeah.
He uses the planet's gravity well to slingshot the Gemini around,
Right.
catching the Vanduul ship off guard and hammering it from below.
Intense.
It highlights the strategic depth of this universe. Space warfare isn't just about firepower. It's about using your surroundings to your advantage.
It's like 3D chess, but with a whole planet as the board.
Exactly. And it speaks to the Admiral's experience, his ability to think several steps ahead even under immense pressure.
Right.
Which makes what happens next even more intriguing.
So the Vanduul, they get driven back, but that's not the end of it, right? It's not a clean victory. There's something else going on.
Yeah, it's definitely not as simple as it looks.
Okay.
After the battle, Cal's down on the planet surveying the damage, and he notices something strange about what the Vanduul targeted.
Yeah, they were after this outdated mining equipment. Like, who steals old tech in a galaxy full of, futuristic weaponry? It's kind of strange.
Right, you'd think they'd be more interested in the latest and greatest, but this is what makes it so interesting. In a universe with laser cannons and FTL travel, why would the Vanduul, with all their advanced technology, be interested in something seemingly archaic?
So it wasn't just a random raid. There was something more targeted going on here.
Exactly, and this is where Cal's intuition kicks in. He suspects a hidden agenda, something bigger than just a simple smash and grab.
Okay.
He defies orders and goes after the retreating Vanduul, determined to uncover their true motives.
That's a gutsy move. I mean, he's going up against not just the Vanduul, but he's also disobeying direct orders from his own grandfather.
Right.
It's a whole other layer of tension.
Absolutely. It adds a whole new layer of complexity. On
Yeah.
one hand, you have the seasoned admiral advocating for caution for following protocol.
Yeah.
And then you have Cal driven by his instincts and perhaps a sense of, youthful idealism, willing to risk everything to uncover the truth.
It's like that classic conflict between experience and intuition. Who do you trust when the stakes are this high? And I think it also says a lot about Cal's character, too.
It does.
What does this tell us about him?
This really highlights Cal's independent streak, his willingness to trust his gut, even when it means going against authority. He's not just a skilled pilot, he's also driven by this strong sense of morality.
Okay.
A need to right what he perceives as wrong, even if it means bending the rules a bit.
And that's where things get really interesting for the reader, because we're left wondering, is he being reckless? Is this like a young hotshot move? Or is he the only one who sees this bigger picture?
Precisely. And that cliffhanger leaves us questioning everyone's motivations. What are the Vanduul really after? Is Cal blindly following his instincts? Is there something more to his suspicions? And how will this defiance impact his relationship with his grandfather? We're left with more questions than answers.
It's those unanswered questions that keep you hooked, but it's not just the suspense of it all, right?
Yeah.
It's the fact that this mining equipment, this very specific thing,
Right.
it feels almost like a clue to a bigger mystery. It's like this tech is a key to understanding the Vanduul in a way we haven't before. Like if we can figure out why they want it, it might change everything.
Exactly. It challenges our assumptions about them,
Right.
We tend to think of the Vanduul as this almost animalistic force, right? Driven by instinct and this lust for destruction. But this calculated theft, it's just something more.
Right.
A level of cunning and long-term strategy that we haven't really seen before.
So it's not just about, conquering and taking over. It's about something else.
Right.
What could they possibly gain from these machines? It's not like they're going to rip out parts and use it for their own tech.
Now,
Well,
it's the million credit question, isn't it? It
Yeah.
suggests that there's something about these specific machines.
okay.
Something, the Vanduul needs something vital to their plans.
Mm.
And this is where I think diving deeper into Cassandra's tears gets really rewarding.
Okay.
Because this universe is built on, a rich history of conflict, of technological innovation,
Right.
exploitation even.
So you're saying this seemingly, insignificant heist could have some pretty big consequences.
Oh, absolutely.
Even uncover some secrets about the past.
Exactly. It's like, pulling a loose thread and suddenly you see this whole tapestry unraveling.
Wow.
Maybe these machines hold the key to a forgotten technology or resource.
Right.
A strategic advantage that we haven't even considered yet.
It's those things that you don't even know that you don't know.
Right, exactly.
That's cool. Okay, so we've gone from this thrilling space battle to this thought-provoking mystery all in one issue.
Yeah.
For someone who's maybe listening to this and wants to dive into this world a little bit more,
Mm-hmm.
what would you say is like the biggest takeaway from all this?
I think it's this. Don't accept things at face value.
Okay.
This heist, this act of defiance, it forces us to question everything.
Okay.
Our assumptions, not just about the Vanduul, but about the entire conflict, really. It reminds us that there's always more to the story than meets the eye.
It's about staying curious.
Exactly.
Even when the universe you're in is full of, spaceships and lasers.
Absolutely.
There's always more to uncover.
Always something more to discover.
Well, there you have it. Another deep dive. Until next time.